and welcome to another DVD slash Blu Ray haul. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody, and I'm here with.
Paul Presenza, known as the Moo Cow. Moo.
And welcome to 2021. And this is for all you guys who've been following the podcast and everything. This is the fourth season of the podcast that is just about to come out next week. So get ready for that.
Taking the world by storm.
Oh yeah. And we've got I've got not that many this year, which is kind of surprising considering I thought I was gonna get some for Christmas and I didn't even get any movies for Christmas. I think my family are afraid to get me like movies because they don't know what I already have, So like sometimes they're lucky and sometimes I already have it, like they don't know. So
well, I know you don't have any Ed Cullen movies, so I'll make sure to tell them to buy all the Cullen movies, Charles B. Cullen movies. And
no, don't tell them that because I may, who knows? I may get some this year, so who knows?
I got two more coming my way. It'll probably hopefully be next month.
I know I could go to Dark Delicacies and pick up the one because I guarantee you nobody else has, the Mummy Cat.
Curse of the Mummy Cat.
Curse of the Mummy Cat, which we did for the final episode of season 3. So, and I'm excited for season 4's first one, which Sledgehammer's at Dawn.
Yay!
We can announce that now, so people can. I don't know where you can actually find that. That's a really you'd have to buy it. You can't find it on streaming yet or anything. All right, so how are we gonna do this? Do you want to since you've got more than I do and you've got DVD and Blu-rays, which I don't have any Blu-rays.
I have
this
8
week.
Blu-rays and 30 DVDs.
Jesus. So how about you do your 8 Blu-rays and 15 of your DVDs, then I'll do mine, and then you do the rest of your DVDs.
Sounds good.
Okay, so go ahead.
All right. Well, starting with the Blu-rays. And we're going to start with the good Blu-rays. First one, because, it's Christmas. So I figured if I was going to get some stuff, this is the time to do it. And that's kind of what I did. First one is I finally got a copy of Dr. Sleep.
Nice. I got that the last time. Wait.
Good movie. Still not as good as The Shining, of course, but still pretty darn good movie. And this is the director's cut as well. So that should be interesting.
It's got both cuts on it.
Yep. Next is the movie that I really liked from 2019. I just thought it was absolutely fantastic. 1917.
Nice.
Sam Mendes film. The one that was done almost entirely in one continuous shot.
I got that from Redbox before, and I reviewed it. We reviewed it for Hollywood Boulevard podcast, which we can announce right now that Paul is going to be joining us for the first time on Hollywood Boulevard podcast this week. So join us. It'll be out, I believe, next week. So it'll be out on not this Wednesday, obviously, which is the day that I think this comes out, but the next week, you guys will be able to hear it on the podcast. So there you go.
And hopefully that means one of these days I'll get my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Hey, we went down there. I rewatched that video of us, like that live video of us walking down there, I think we're going to Radio City Music Hall or something or whatever, I
don't think it's Radio City Music Hall.
Whatever the place was. It was the place that Rep Finka Boo Boo was.
Right. Yeah. No, that was the music, some music thing.
radio place, something. Anyway, whatever it was, we went down there. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, the next two are movies that I've loved and I had copies of on DVD, and when they, I had the chance to get them both on Blu-ray, I jumped at the chance. First one is Ravenous, one of my favorite black comedy horror movies ever made, with Guy Pearce, Robert Carlyle, Jeffrey Jones, David Arquette, Jeremy Davis. Just an absolutely fabulous film. Can't wait to see and hear. This has got all kinds of commentary as well.
Nice.
Director Antonio Bird, deleted scenes and all kinds of cool stuff. And then the next one is probably my favorite vampire movie in the last decade, if not longer. I have a copy in DVD, but not on Blu-ray, and it is let the right one in.
I've heard a lot of good things about that one. I haven't checked it out
Absolutely
yet.
fabulous. They did an Americanized version, Let Me In, which is okay. It's not too bad, surprisingly, but
Why did they
this one,
change? Why did they change the title? I wonder.
yeah, who knows?
Maybe it's
I don't
too
know.
long.
All I can tell you is this is the better version, the superior version, and it is absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite films. So definitely check that out. And it also comes with all kinds of fun little interesting tidbits and commentary and deleted scenes and stuff. The next one is a Criterion flick, and it's a movie I've been kind of wanting for a while because I saw it a while ago when it came out. And it's actually one of Noah Baumbach's movies, and it is Francis Ha.
Nice. Wait, so
I don't know if you know about this one.
when did you get it? Because did you get it right after the Criterion sale was done, or
I did.
okay, but so it was already done.
Right. It was already done. And I had a gift certificate or a gift card. And I just figured I'll just go ahead and use that. And Greta Gerwig is just so fabulous in this movie. She just takes this movie to a new level. As it turns out, she's one of the people who actually helped write it.
Have you seen Lady Bird yet?
Not yet, but I hear that's really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard some good things about both of those, so I kind of want to check them out, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if those are things that will interest me or not.
It's funny because I think most people, they think, oh, Mukau, he's all into horror movies and weird stuff.
No, I mean, they're weird and bad movies, yes, but
yeah, but I'm into a lot of different things. And,
right.
This is kind of like a contemporary, comedy romancy sort of thing, but I like it because it's got very interesting, unique characters, and it's a character study, and it's shot in New York City in black and white, and it's just really, really, really well done from 2013, and it's the Criterion version, so It's got all kinds of great stuff.
That's why I was like thinking that you would have got it like right at the end of the Criterion sale or something, but
I should have. I just, at the time I wasn't available or wasn't around to do it, but okay, so the next of the last group of good ones, and I'm not 100% sure if this is a good one or not yet. I hear good things, I hear bad things, but I'm going to put it in with that group anyway. And it is The Color Out of Space.
Yes.
Yay, Nick Cage.
So when did you get that? When did you buy that?
A couple of weeks ago. And of course, this is Richard Stanley, whom I love from Hardware and from Lost Souls.
It was something I was thinking of getting you, so I'm glad I didn't, because then you would have got it at the same time and everything. Right. But for the Christmas thing, so for your Christmas present, so it is what it is.
We have finally in the group of Blu-rays, I have two out and out stinkers. First one is a strange sword and sorcery fantasy movie called Fire and Ice: The Dragon Chronicles, with, of all people, Amy Acker.
Nice.
Tom Wisdom and John Rhys Davis.
Fred from Angel.
Right.
So that's awesome.
That could be fun. And the next one is another one that looks interesting, and I've heard bad things about it, so it'll be fun. It is The Raven.
That's the one I was thinking of when you said Ravenous. For some reason, I was
Cusack.
thinking of John Cusack and The Raven. That's funny.
And it's directed by James McTeague.
I don't know that name, but I mean, I know the name, but I don't know what he's done.
Not heard very many good things about it, which is kind of a shame.
No, but it's always a shame.
It happens. So those are my Blu-rays. So you want me to grab the next level of?
Yes, your first 15.
First 15. All right. It's going to be a mixed bag. Some good stuff, some crappy stuff.
I'm surprised you buy good stuff on DVD.
Well, here's one. Here's one that I've always liked, but for whatever reason, I just never had in my collection. And, I go down to Norfolk to Book Exchange, which also is Movie Exchange, and they always have new stuff, and they just happen to have Bruce Lee's Chinese Connection.
Nice.
So the Chinese Connection is a pretty darn good black belt movie, and it's got Bruce Lee at his height, and it's a pretty good darn film. So I figured I'd snap it up. Why not? And next we have, a lot of these are dollar store things. So I guess we can kind of go with them, starting with a movie called The Offering.
The Offering.
I don't know much about that. It is Boku Films. I don't know who that is. Elizabeth Rice seems to be the lead actor, and it's written and directed by Kevin Tong.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that's about, but we will find out. Next, we have, it looks to be a werewolf movie, I think, called American Beast.
Nice.
This is directed by Livingston Oder and Taylor Scott Olson. And I don't really recognize anybody in there, but I'll let you know how it is. Next, from the dollar store, we have Panzer.
All right.
A most horrific interactive experience. World War II's darkest secret finally revealed. And again, I don't know anything about this one.
So is it a person, like it's a undead soldier or something, like Nazi or
Says
something?
when a group of students discover a Nazi bunker in their search for stolen art, all hell breaks loose when they find out it's guarded by something so terrifying you'll wish it was just a nightmare.
Nice. Well, all right.
So we will check that out. Next, we have something called Defective.
Hopefully the DVD's not.
Yeah, written and directed by Rhys Evanshen. Don't think I know him, but it's some kind of RoboCop kind of thing.
Right.
And it has commentary and a behind the scenes featurette. Which is
nice. Hey, those are always good to find at the Dollar Tree.
Sure. Next is a movie from the director or the producers of Ong Bak and the Protectors. It's called Demon Warriors.
Demon Warriors.
And it looks like an Asian film. It's a magnet film. And a bunch of people in there I have never heard before.
Asian people?
Mostly, yeah. So that could be
All
interesting. Next we have is a BBC release, and it is Arthur, the King of the Britons.
Oh, it's a documentary.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. It's hosted by Richard Harris.
Yeah. So if you look at those BBC ones, they're like 3 or 4 like Viking ones. And I was looking at them going, oh, that looks really cool. I thought it was a movie, right? Then I look at the back and it's, got people talking, like whatever, it shows the people talking and stuff.
Richard Harris is on the back.
Right. And so that's pretty cool. Like I didn't know that one, but so yeah, it's a documentary about, I guess, the story of King Arthur or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's cool.
Yeah. I just didn't want to buy like 3. I just didn't want to buy like 3 like Viking things, and I didn't want to buy just one because then I'm like, I'm one of those people that if I have to buy one, I have to buy the set and everything. And I'm like, I just don't want to go down that rabbit hole of like, I've already got enough stuff. Like I'm gonna have to start like saying
I'm
no.
going down that hole.
I know you do that all the time too, but are you going to watch them? I mean, that's the thing with me is like, what am I going to actually watch? Not necessarily just have, because I have enough stuff that I don't actually watch.
No. I'm going to watch them. I just don't know when. Can't schedule them. But to continue going, the next one is a movie called Andron. And that comes with Gail Morgan Howard III, Michelle Ryan, Danny Glover, and Alec Baldwin.
Yep, you can see Alec Baldwin in the front and center.
Yep. So it's some kind of sci-fi thing where some people wake up in a maze and they have to figure out some way to get out of there. Next, we have a martial arts triple feature. And there's 3 martial arts movies. The first one is called Sacrifice. The second is called Detective D and the Mystery of the Phantom Flame. And then the last one is called The Flying Swords of Dragon Gate.
Nice.
So that should be interesting. That one's got Jet Li in there. So
Jet Li
should be fun. See, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more in this group.
Okay.
Next we have Nuns, Deadly Confession. I gotta love a good nunsploitation film.
Nunsploitation movie.
It's an Echo Bridge release, and it's let's see. I'm not sure I know anybody in this one. Jesse Phillips and Connor Floyd. Don't know them.
Nope.
But looks like this might be the other one you were talking about. This is Blood of the Vikings.
Yep. I think. Wait. I think that might actually. Is that an actual?
I think this is feature. It says it's a main feature.
Yeah, I think it's a real movie. I think that's actually
Yeah.
one of the ones that actually is a real movie, because I think the ones that are just Vikings, it'll just say Vikings, and then it'll say Rise of whatever or what,
Oh, I
like,
think this is no. I think this is a documentary. It says
okay,
Professor David Goldstein sets out to answer some of the most intriguing questions about the Vikings.
there you go.
Documentaries are still movies.
Hey, like if you want to watch them, or whatever, go right ahead if you're interested in the Viking world. I mean,
Oh
the
yeah.
Robin Hood one sounds, or King Arthur, I mean, sounds awesome. So there you go.
Next, we have the special edition. It's another Magnolia film, and it is Severance.
Severance.
And this is supposed to be kind of like a black horror comedy,
Nice.
directed by Christopher Smith, Danny Dyer and Laura Harris, Tim McKierney, Toby Stevens, Claude Blakely. So yeah, could be
Nice.
very interesting.
Sounds fun.
Next, we have another double feature. There's 3 movies in this one. That's cool. We have Geisha of Death.
Nice.
And we also have Ring of Fire 3, Lion Strike, and Blackjack with Dolph Lundgren. And let's see, the Ring of Fire 3, Lion Strike also has Don the Dragon Wilson, Jonathan Wilson, and Bobby Phillips.
I'm wondering if Jonathan Wilson is related to Don the Dragon Wilson.
Could
like
very
his
well
son
be.
or something.
Next, we have a couple of movies I think you will know. You probably have seen them. The first is one that I saw a long time ago. Never even thought about it in probably 20 years, but it popped up and I was like, oh, what the hell? Do you remember Poison Ivy?
Yes. Poison Ivy 2 had Alicia Silverstone in it, I think.
Right.
Somebody like that. Was it Alicia Silverstone? Or Alyssa Milano?
Was it Alyssa Milano? Well, this says Drew Barrymore. And
Yeah.
Sarah Gilbert's in there. Cheryl Ladd's in there.
Alyssa Milano was in 2. And who was in 3?
And it's produced and direct and screenplay by Andy Rubin.
And Jamie Presley was in 3.
Cat Shaw Rubin. So yeah, it's kind of a guilty pleasure. It's a stinker, but it's kind of a fun stinker.
Yeah, and it seems like those are like softcore, kind of stuff, right?
Right.
Like
sort of.
It's like Skinamax style stuff,
right,
or whatever.
Right. And then finally, for this group is one that we were actually talking about just the other day, and it is Richard Linklater's The Waking Life.
Yeah, I actually really like that movie. It is
I liked it too. I never had a copy of it, so
yeah, and I have it on DVD. I need to get it eventually on Blu Ray if there is a Blu Ray copy of it. It should be a Criterion, honestly, because I think a lot of Linklater's movies, like Slacker and was it
Dazed
and Confused, and even the Before Sunrise movies, and Boyhood is even a Criterion. And I honestly, like, I get it, like I get what he was trying to do, but I just was like, this is just too kind of boring, that's like, but I get, what I want. I want to see, like, if they'll ever re-release, like, Tape was a really good one. And which started like Ethan Hawke and Robert Sean Leonard and
I never saw that one.
Uma Thurman. And it's a really good, like, how I hate those movies where they stay in one place, one location, and that's it. And
right.
well, this was like based on a play, I guess. So it took place inside a motel, and all it is like the guy claims he has like tape that can, tape like a mini DVD.
Oh
tape
yeah, you were telling me about this one before.
Yeah, it's a really good one. It's probably
funny.
One of my favorites.
I love Slacker. It's one of my favorite movies, and I really liked Waking Life. I was not a big fan of Dazed and Confused. It was just very Hollywood for me.
Right, but I thought, it was from the same producers as Mallrats, so I'm surprised you didn't like it, because it's, it's very similar to Mallrats in a way. It's, both their day life, and the life or whatever, both have a lot of the same stars, it's but very much like that. It's just, I guess, a different tone, but
Yeah, different
like
tone, different flavor, a little more Hollywoody.
All right. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got like 10 movies here, and then that's it. So then I'm done.
Show us what you got, Moody.
All right. So the first one, I have a friend, and I think I've talked about him before, Eric Spudik, who has Spudik's Movie Empire. And he sells movies. He's going to be selling me a few more that I'll have for next month, and everything that I think he's coming on Saturday to do that. So awesome. The first one up is A Pound of Flesh. So with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
It's literally about, it says they stole his kidney and he wants it back. So that's literally, and we're like talking about it. And Eric, we're talking about it. We're like, kidney? I don't even know if that's a pound. That's a big, So it was kind of funny. So the next one that he gave me, so I only got 2 from him this time, is Curse of Robert. So I have another, the third Robert one.
I have that
the
one.
Second one. So and I'm gonna get more Roberts. I'm gonna try to get them all. Eventually. And I saw the first Robert recently, and the first one, and I loved it. I thought it was great. So definitely want to keep watching the rest of those. Then these 2 are yours, the ones that you gave me for so you already know about these, but nobody else does. First one is Feral. Now Feral stars who is in this movie? I don't think anybody. Oh, Scout Taylor Compton, Lou Temple, and I think that's all I know. The rest of the people are nobody I'm familiar with. So I'm really excited. It says Olivia Liccardi is in there too. I don't know who that is, but maybe she's sort of famous. That's why she's on the front. And then Dark Hall.
Yeah, that looks like fun.
But you have this already, right? That's why you were. So you bought this already and didn't realize it.
Happens.
Yeah, well, it happens with both of us. Sadly, I would have thought I have it too. Tom Sizemore's in it, and a bunch of other actors I don't know. So Tom Sizemore is the big actor in it.
See what happens, Tom? You screw around on Saving Private Ryan, and you get stuck to playing in Dark Hall.
Yeah, well, he's been stuck doing a lot of bad movies lately. Some good movies.
It happens.
Some good movies.
He'll be back.
He's kind of like Eric Roberts or Michael Madsen. He's the kind of guy that, he's in almost everything,
Sure.
Independent, at least. So another one I got, I went to, when I was in Virginia, I went to the one here, the one in Williamsburg, and the Dollar Tree, and I had to get a bunch of crap. And they really did not have a huge, really good selection, honestly. But the first one I got was a Thomas Hayden Church movie called Crash Pad that also stars Christina Applegate and Nina Dobrev and Domhnall Gleeson. I'm not sure who that is, but I'm guessing that's whatever this weird looking guy is right here. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, it looks okay. I don't know. I'm probably gonna watch it at some point. Then there's another movie I got. It looks like a sci-fi movie. It's called Shortwave. See that? Shortwave. It doesn't. I don't think it stars anybody famous. No. Well, Sarah Lane, McCalla Lane, whatever. I don't even know how to say her name. But Sarah Lane, who was in, she was in some of the Asylum stuff back in the day, because she worked a lot with Jared Cohen. And I'm excited to see that.
Cool.
Then there's a movie called Insomniac. And that stars Eddie Salazar, John Hurd, and Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo.
So any movie with Danny Trejo, I'm always down to watch.
Sure.
Okay, then I got two like war movies, which, independent war movies are generally not that good because they don't have, the money to make them really good. But
Yeah, they
first of
tend to
all,
lack scope, but you never know.
yeah. So one is Citizen Soldier.
Yeah, I almost bought that one.
And so I don't know, it looks kind of cool. It's got a bunch of special features on it on the back right up here. So I mean, it looks okay. And then the other one is Operation Red Sea. And it's got tanks in it. So I'm wondering if they
Woohoo.
actually have the tanks in the movie or not, because the back doesn't show the tanks. So I'm
Unless
like,
they're digital tanks.
well, I'm just wondering if they put it in the cover and then it's not actually in the movie because a bait and switch kind of thing that a lot of companies do these days.
They don't do that, do they?
Some do. I mean, and then lastly, I got Shuttle, which stars Peyton List from Cobra Kai, Cameron Goodman, Tony Curran. I don't know any of these people except for except for Peyton List. So I might now. Originally I saw it because it looks like a good like thriller. It's basically about these people that take a shuttle, and like the idea kind of I like that idea of getting into a car with somebody or getting into a shuttle with somebody you don't know, like you know what I mean? When you get picked up by an Uber, you don't know that person. They could be a freaking serial killer for all you know, or
Sure.
even a psycho stalker, because if they pick you up, they know where you live, like it's a scary thought. So
Same thing with an Airbnb. You have no idea what you're getting into.
exactly. So there's so many ideas for like horror films involving these kind of things, So Shuttle sound like something that would be kind of interesting. So that's it. That's all I got for this week. So
All right. Well, my last group of 15, and we're going back to the dollar store. Let me put my eyes on here. And we're going to start with a movie called Patient Zero. And that stars Matt Smith, Natalie Dormer's in there, John Bradley, Clive Standen, Stanley Tucci is apparently in there too. So there you go. In fact, if you can see, there's Stanley Tucci and Natalie Dormer. So there's your star power right there.
Sweet.
So, and I love Natalie Dormer.
I know you do.
Anything with her, I'm going to watch.
Really? Because I think there was something that you would not watch from her. Wasn't she in The Forest?
I'd want to watch that one. In fact, I have it. I just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's terrible. Really? It was one of the worst things I've.
Oh.
I was sad because she plays two roles, and I was so excited. And then she plays like twins or whatever, and then I was so excited, and then it just was a letdown because like I just didn't care about any of it. Like I didn't care about her, didn't care about her sister, didn't care about anything.
I'm sure she's still a snuggle bunny in the movie, though.
Well, she is. You're right.
Okay, so next movie, this one kind of came out of nowhere, and it looks like it's got a very interesting art. Anyway, it's called Forbidden Empire.
I've seen that. I don't know. Is that?
I think it's like a Russian film.
Cool.
There's a bunch of names I can't pronounce. So Igor's and Yuri's and Agnes, Audrey's. Igor's. There's a Jason Fleming, and Charles Dance. So Charles Dance is in it.
Hey, don't you mean Igor?
Yeah, Igor. A lot of Alexeis and Alexanders and Vladimirs. So yeah, this looks like it's definitely Russian Film Group 2014. So that should be fun. Russia tends to have, interesting films. They're either really good or really weird. So we'll see about that.
But not bad.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of bad ones too.
Okay.
This next one is a Gary King film, and it's called Among Us.
Oh, Gary. I love Gary.
Yeah, with
I
Kate
follow
Morrison,
him on Twitter.
Mark DeConzo, Elena Sands. Yeah, and it's written and directed by Gary and produced by Gary King. So there you go.
Gary's a good dude. He I think for a long time before he got like bigger, like he was on like Facebook all the time, would talk to me. I
Neat.
think I don't know if he's still a part of Facebook at all or anything or not.
Don't know. But the next movie is something called Circle of Eight. And I don't know very much about this one at all. I can tell you Stephen Craig is the director, and I can tell you it stars Austin Highsmith, Ryan Doom, Kate Lowe's, Josh Kelly, John Bishop, and Natasha Williams. And that's about it. But it looks like it's somebody moves into a weird building in downtown LA, and it turns out there's all kinds of stuff going on. So we shall see.
Shall see. Sounds interesting.
Yeah. And then we have a next movie. It looks like it's an Asian film, and it's called Cyber Wars.
Nice.
But yeah, it's directed by Kuo Yang Hong, so it's definitely Asian. However, there are definitely some non-Asians in the cast. So Genevieve O'Reilly and Joan Chen and David Warner are in there as well. So this should be interesting.
I've heard of David Warner. Wasn't he? Was he in Dark City?
He was in a million things. Yes, Dark City and Time Bandits and just all kinds of.
He's a British guy, right?
The Omen. Yeah. Yeah, he's been in a million things. He's a great actor. He's one of my favorites.
Hey, maybe we should get him in one of our movies.
I'm not sure if he's alive yet or anymore. We have to
I'd
have to check. I'd have to check. But this looks like some kind of sci-fi ninja mashup, cyber mashup. So could be interesting.
Yeah. He's still alive.
Yay, that's awesome.
Yeah, let's get him something.
Another one of the BBC documentaries, and it is Viking War, the last battle of the Vikings. So yeah. We already talked about that. This is another one.
Yep. There you go. I'm sure you saw it, got excited because this is Viking War, so it sounds like it's gonna be. But it's it's about the battle of the Vikings. So awesome.
So check this one out. This is a weird little movie called Seven Guardians of the Tomb, like kind of an Indiana Jones kind of thing. I think it's Asian, with Kelsey Grammer, of all people.
Of all people, Kelsey.
Yeah, and Lai Bing, who was in Transformers: Age of Extinction, and Kellen Lutz, who was in a bunch of Twilight stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, and it's got making of featurette and interviews with the director, and looks like it could be fun.
Sweet.
Next, because of course you always have to find either a shark film or a doll film or yet another Ouija movie.
Film.
And
nice.
This is the Ouija Experiment.
The first one, okay, because there's a second one out there too. By the way.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So if you might be able to run into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
They thought it was just a game.
Well, they were wrong.
Apparently. And they're only getting weirder and stranger as we go on, because the next one is one called Adam and Evil.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I saw it at the video stores years ago. And this is like I think I want to say this is like a late 90s, early 2000s movie.
2004.
Maybe 2004. Okay. So it was 2004. Perfect. Because that was the time that I was working at the video store I used to work at. So I would go in there and I would see that all the time. Right next to, guess what? Ankle biters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
well, this says fireworks explode among a group of sexy high school graduates. And you've already got me there.
Right.
Stoked for a weekend of partying in a remote campground.
I've always wanted to see it. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to see if it's at my Dollar Tree at some point.
There you go.
That would be nice. If I do see it, I'll get it. Because I know I don't have it right now.
And then the next one is one I got at Book Exchange, and it looked really interesting. And it's called Witches in the Woods.
Ooh, that looks good. And it's got a little raven up there.
Jordan Baker. It's a Shout Studios Scream Factory.
Nice.
And let's see here. Alexander DeJordy, Humberly Gomez, or sorry, Humberly Gonzalez, Kyle Mack, Ian Matthews. So
Nice.
could be interesting. And then this one was also at the dollar store, and there was no way I was passing this up. Candyland. I think you had that last month.
Yep. Starring Gary Busey.
Rusty Nixon with Gary Busey. So you know that's going to probably be entertaining at the very
Well,
least.
just Gary's part. Well, I mean, that's why you put Gary Busey in your movie, because especially if your movie sucks, because people will at least get something fun out of Gary.
Sure.
If you make a crappy movie and it's even crappier having Gary in it, that's bad. Like, you're a terrible director then,
Just let Gary be Gary.
Just let Gary be Gary.
And then the last one from the dollar store haul is Dead Don't Die in Dallas.
I think I got that too.
Yeah, I think you did too. And it looks like it's going to be fun. It looks silly. It looks like it's another zombie film.
It stars William
Belli, Belli.
Okay. So nobody famous or anything?
Crystal Summers, Angel Martinez, Dylan Vineyard, and Kenny Ochoa. And yeah, that's about it. And it's written and directed by Israel Luna.
Sweet. I've heard that name. Maybe from that.
The last three are special ones that I got off of Amazon. First one is one I've wanted to see for quite a while. It's a Wild Eye release, and it is Faces of Snuff. And It's got Dakota Bailey and Michael Bilinski, Dan Brownlee, someone called The Captain, and all kinds of people in there. Shane Ryan and Stephen Payne. And
Shane Ryan. I think I know that. I think I know him. Cool.
And it's a snuff movie anthology.
Nice.
So,
and did Shane Ryan directed one of them, right?
Right.
Yeah. He's a director. So you might
Mondo Hardcourt, Jason Impley, Casper Jewell, Hussein Cotter, Vincent Coolish, Wilhelm Mueller, Tony Newton, Stephen Payne, Jesse Sees, Jim Towns, Dominic
Jim
Migliori.
Towns. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's like little short 5, 6, 7-minute films, but there's 20 of them.
Oh, wow.
All with the snuff. Yeah, the snuff theme. So
that's
can't
cool.
pass up a fun anthology movie.
Okay, so there's this real quick before you get to your last two. So there was this thing with Scary Story Slumber Party that people were saying was 9 segments was too long, which I get. I totally get it, it is sort of that's a lot, and a lot of them have to be shorter in order to make it, you know what I mean? Right. It just, sometimes it doesn't work that well. And you can't really tell a really great story in 4 minutes necessarily, or 5 minutes. But then you see the movies like ABCs of Death, which are 26 episodes. There's freaking 60 Seconds to Die, which all take 1 minute, which means that there's 80 or 90 of them, or whatever, however long it is.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's a lot, because then you have to watch 1 minute and then it's over. Then you watch another minute and it's over. And then you know what I mean?
By the time you're a third of the way through, you've forgotten everything that's happened earlier. It's just
Yeah. So, but they made I think 2 of those. So I mean, I was supposed to work on 2 episodes of that, and it just didn't happen. But I'm kind of because like I said, it is a lot, and I have the first 60 Seconds to Die, but I don't know if I would,
I like to think I can last longer than 60 seconds.
That's what she said.
Okay, so the last 2 are special ones that I've been trying to get. And this first one is a Filipino movie called Brides of Blood. And
does it start Wang Wang?
No, I wish. But it's got John Ashley, Beverly Hills, and Kent Taylor. And
Beverly
it's directed
what?
by
There's a chick named Beverly Hills.
Yes. And it's directed by Eddie Romero, who directed, I believe, Wang Wang in at least one movie. And yeah, this is a very weird, kind of strange monster movie. And there's boobage and there's all kinds of
Sounds like
stuff.
It's going to be an IFC episode, maybe.
It could very well be. So this one is a good one. I've been wanting this one for a while. And finally, another movie that I know is going to be on IFC It's one that I actually liked a lot. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. And it is, finally, I got a copy of Dead Heat with Joe Piscopo and Treat Williams, Lindsay Frost, Vincent Price, Darren McGavin. And it is directed by Mark Goldblatt. And it's got the infamous Chinese restaurant scene where the food comes to life and starts to fight people. And it's just silly and strange and weird and very, very 80s.
Well, great.
So that is my haul. I actually had a few more, but I'm saving them for next haul.
Yeah, for January. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm like I said, I should be getting some stuff from Eric this weekend, and then I'm also probably going to the store, the Dollar Tree, and I may even order something from Amazon. I don't know. It just depends on money, but yeah, so there's just a lot going on with that stuff. But we had you always have a much bigger haul than I do.
Well, for DVDs
especially. Usually you have a lesser haul than I do on Blu Ray, but I just didn't. A lot of this month was just getting stuff for other people.
8 Blu-rays is more than I generally ever have in a given month. 3 of those, or potentially 3 of those, are stinkers, which is, I've kind of loosened my standards up a bit.
But we can still continue to talk about your idea for the show that we're gonna officially have. That is going to be
a new series to feed, and that's kind of where the other thing. So we are going to be doing a new video series because I have enough podcasts, trust me, going on. But we do need to keep some more video content for YouTube and for our Roku channel and for everything else we're doing. So I decided, wouldn't it be fun if I did something called Blue Cheese, which is basically cheesy bad movies on Blu-ray. And it could be like a 20-minute, maybe half hour at the very, very most, discussion of these films, and we kind of talk about them. And I'll find someone, I don't know if it's Paige or Joe or somebody, but I'll get somebody on there with me, and we'll talk about them, and it'll be kind of break it down, and it'll be fun.
Yeah. So it sounds like a fun show for you to do, and something, different but similar to what we've been doing. So I'm excited for that. I'm gonna let you handle that, just like you do Sexploitation Sleazecast, and you do, a lot of this other ones. So all right. So here's our update for January. So Blue Cheese is hopefully coming out this month. Whenever you get the chance, you'll just send it to me, and I'll post it when it's time to post. We had this really great conversation the other day, Paul and I did, where we were talking about the scheduling of this stuff, and I'm supposed to be putting out this schedule announcement today, so which is Monday. So hopefully tonight I can post it. But basically there's the podcast schedule mainly, and the vidcasts, we haven't really been doing a lot of video because we were originally getting ready for Sick Flick TV, which unfortunately is on hold until temporarily. I wanted to say February, but I don't even know if that's gonna happen necessarily yet. It's like right now and when people have asked me about it, I've let them know my main focus has been right now just like in the past December was family and doing stuff for the holidays, and I got so swamped with stuff because I went back to Virginia, as many people know, and Paul and I got to do some podcasts and video, a couple of video casts. We're doing some Patreon only ones, and we did the Star Wars holiday special, which if you are our Patreon member, you can hear that. It's posted.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. So we got so busy that I just wasn't able to get a lot of stuff done for Sick Flick TV.
Yeah, and it happens.
It needs a lot of attention. Right. It needs more money than what I have right now to put into it, to make it pop for you guys. So we are going to do it. It's just going to take maybe a little bit longer. But I think by, if not before, but by June it should be out. So I know that sounds like such a long time away, but really, in the scheme of things these days, like June will come like that, you know. So
Just
just
like
get
some people I know.
what they come like that when you snap your
Yep,
finger.
yep, 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 yep.
That is weird. All right. Anyway. Anyway, so yeah, so we got a lot of stuff going on. And honestly, what I want to talk about real quick is we did the in-person studio episodes and stuff, and I've been having more fun on the Zooms. I don't know about you, but I've been having a lot more fun on the Zooms. It just seems, I mean, it's not like, it just seems weird, now, you know what I mean? To go back to doing it like the way we used to.
I prefer studio overall. I like
Do
having
you?
people there. Yeah, yeah. But then
Okay, well,
I like handling all the sound stuff and editing and all that. And you're
I
less
don't
interested in
really,
that.
I don't. And it's easier to do it through here, and then put it into the Audacity. So, I guess we're different in that, but I'm just, like, and hey, if you like the in-person ones, you got a lot of people around there, that want to do it. And uh LA, really, you're not really supposed to like meet up
Well,
with
yeah,
people.
you guys
We're
have
on
a lot
lockdown here.
more lockdown restrictions than we do.
Yeah,
So
so we're not really supposed to, like, people might come over or whatever, but like we're not going to have huge groups. I wanted to do something on my first year anniversary cuz yeah, I just literally had my 1 year anniversary here in LA, but it it didn't work out, and I'm actually glad it didn't, because hosting something right now just seems like not a good idea.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I would rather, people come and hang out with me later, and we can celebrate anytime, if they want to come out.
Celebrate,
Yeah.
celebrate.
But with that being said, we've still got a few more things to talk about. Quick review Thursdays will be back in February. So
Yay.
get ready for that. Short film Sundays will be back, or short film Saturdays. I'm sorry. Short film Saturdays will be back in March. So get
Yay.
ready for that. And Shark Attack Sunday will be back in the summertime,
Yay.
for shark season, kind of thing. So get ready for those. So we've got those going on. In the meantime, we're still gonna do we'll do quick review Thursdays in February. So we'll have that content. I have a couple videos I haven't uploaded yet that we did. We did a couple that in the when we were here chatting, right? I think we did one where we talked about the 2020, like looking back at all the seasons and different stuff, and especially with the YouTube channel and everything. And then we did another one, didn't we? We did a review or something, didn't we?
We've done so much stuff. It all
Yeah.
gets lost after a while.
Yeah, hold
I
on.
get lost in the sauce.
I know we did. Let me see what the videos. Where is?
It's easy to get lost in the sauce sometimes.
I know. We do so many of these like things.
Content for you guys.
I know, we're trying. Hold on, let me see what this says.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of.
Oh God, I sound terrible because I had a cold, I think, or something a little bit.
So we figured, since this is day after Christmas that this is going to air, we wanted to do a Christmas themed movie.
We didn't put this out on, after Christmas. Oops. We did a short film Saturday.
Put it out now.
Well, we'll put it out on Saturday, I guess.
There you go.
So you'll have an extra one coming out that should have been out the day after Christmas. But
Oopsie poopsie. That's why we keep saying we could really use an intern.
Yeah, but
keep track of stuff for us.
That's right. We need more organization, I guess, for our company.
Continuity Monkey's just not cutting it.
No, he's not. So I think really, is there much more to what's going on? Like,
other than to say, please, if you get the chance, go to our Patreon. We now have content out there that's Patreon only, which is, you folks will see it by just $1, but more obviously if you can spare it. But yeah, there's going to be content that only you get to see. And as far as the regular podcasts and things are going, you get its first crack at that. You're going to see it before everybody else does. So there's all kinds of nice little benefits, and we're hopefully going to have some more things on there too as time goes on. But we already have several choice movies there that are going to be Patreon only, and there's going to be some other really good ones I don't want to talk about quite yet, but there's going to be some good stuff on there. Things that don't quite fit on some of our other shows, but are fitting well within the theme that we generally do for Indie Film Cafe.
Yeah, no, and I agree, because there's some we got a few patrons right now, some few more
And
that
we
have come.
appreciate
So
you. Thank you.
we love you guys. We appreciate it. We're gonna start doing more content. I just got to get a little bit more organized with a few things, and Paul and I have to do more behind the scenes. That's what you guys probably want to see. That's the extra stuff that you guys are paying for the $3 or $5, and stuff. So, that's and even for $1, you will get like the Patreon only stuff, content and everything. But for like a little bit more, you'll get like chances to ask us, to answer questions or whatever, because we are going to have our Indie Film Cafe spotlight, and we're going to have some really amazing guests this year.
Oh yeah,
and we are totally excited about. So just get ready for that. We've got some really cool guests. I can't wait to announce them. Each one are going to be tied in specifically to movies that we've either had on our first season or all the way to what we're doing now.
and do we have the first Patreon only one up yet? Can we talk about that?
We talked. The first one we talked about earlier was the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Holiday Special,
and that is up right now. And then Paul is sending me the second one we did for March, so that'll be up on March 1st. And then I think Paul does one himself. We can't announce that one yet. No, but we got one that we can't wait to do our next one for, because Paul picked a good one for March. And then we'll do April, May, June, and everything. So it's going to be a busy year with content.
And that's going to be 12 episodes that you folks on Patreon only are going to get.
So so the biggest thing is we don't want to neglect the YouTube channel at all. And I feel like we have sort of,
because we can only do so much.
But we don't want to neglect it. So I think we are going to try. We're going to try to figure out content that we can do at least once a week, so that you guys at this channel will have something to check out. It may not be like we had before. At one point, I think back in like March of last year, we had like content all month long. That could happen again sometime if we are able to build more stuff out there for it. But that just takes a lot of work that we just don't have time for.
I know we've talked about getting video versions of some of our older shows up and available on YouTube too. So that at the very least, we should be able to start doing some of that.
Yeah. And some of it's actually on, some of the stuff is actually on through Zoom, so we could actually probably put out the Zoom videos of some of the ones that we've done, like Hanneman and the Hanneman and the five riders and shit like that, which I think we did with Rebecca. So that could go actually, be available there. But so for right now, this is what we have, for you guys. So like I said, we probably have more stuff. I do want to bring in our like supernatural assassin stuff to Indie Film Cafe as well at some point, so we'll see. Is there anything else? Is there other stuff that we need to discuss at the moment?
I don't think so. I think we covered everything we needed to talk about.
Yeah, because I think like this, it's funny because this is probably the shortest video we've done on this. Usually we go about an hour and a half, but there really wasn't that big of an update for this year or this month. Like I said, like right now, a lot of it has been, put on hold. So things, I mean, if we need more content, we might bring back shows, or something, or whatever, if we have time to do them, and stuff. So we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. So
yeah, we're kind of figuring things out. And of course, the big thing also is the transition from 2020 to 2021. Whole new year, whole new slate of things, whole new set of shows.
Apparently, whole new coronavirus.
We have a big slate of stuff coming. So just keep your eyes peeled.
So yeah, so just get ready. There will be a lot more content coming, and this year, this year is going to be.
Anything you guys can help us out with through Patreon, we appreciate it.
And we would also like us to go further this year. That's our big plan. So our big goal right now is, if you guys know people who might be interested in Indie Film Cafe, please let them know. Tell them to subscribe to our podcast as well as our vidcasts.
Yes, spread us around, please, like a virus.
And the more that we get people, the more like fun stuff we're gonna do for for like giveaways and contests and things like that. So
Yep.
we want to help you guys out, but we need you guys to subscribe and check our stuff out. I know we have a Facebook group, and our Facebook group has 1,000-something followers or whatever, and they are not subscribed to us.
Yeah, we can get them to our YouTube.
If you guys want to subscribe to us, please
button.
do.
Please.
Not just smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, please.
Yes.
Like that's what we need. Absolutely. So
and it costs nothing.
It costs nothing. Just check it out. I mean, see what we're doing. And
hit the little bell too, because then you'll be notified as soon as something new pops up, and we're going to try and put as much new stuff as we can.
Exactly. So there you go. I think that just about covers it.
I think so.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Keep checking. We will be posting more videos each week. We'll try to put something up, even if it's just us chit-chatting, or even us ourselves just doing a review or something,
or playing with puppets.
We have a lot of movies to review, honestly.
We do.
And some people have been asking for reviews, and those people, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. We've been so busy. My plan is to do it for Quick Review Thursday. My original idea was having just 12 episodes, but if we can get more, we'll do more. We'll do as many as we can. So for Quick Review Thursday. But we're gonna take the time this month, and then each month try to get my idea is get, like, if you get 4 each month, then you'll already have ones backed up and we can get so.
And it's good. Whatever. It keeps Moody busy, keeps him out of trouble.
Yeah. And where's my monkey? My monkey's in here. My monkey's still in the bag, isn't he? No.
My monkey's downstairs running around having fun.
Yeah, I guess mine.
Because he's a monkey.
He's out somewhere having fun. He's escaped.
They are monkeys.
Yeah, they like to climb around. But thank you guys so much. We got a lot of stuff planned for you guys. Join us for February's haul, or whatever, January's haul next month, and we're going to basically go into like this new year blazing. Having
Absolutely.
as much stuff as we can.
I already got a pile of stuff to share.
Nice. Well, thank you so much, Paul, and thank you guys for listening. Please, Paul, stick around. And everybody, hope you guys have a beautiful 2021.
Peace out, everybody. Bye.
Right. Bye.